This weekend, we're going to be announcing the strongest man on earth. This comes a week after World's Strongest Man put up on their Facebook page saying who's going to be the next World's Strongest Man. Could be a bit of spite in there.
I think there was.
Small bit.
Then they posted from the planet Earth. Yeah. So I think there was a bit of a
little dart.
Big dart, whatever you want to call it, yeah.
So we tried to record this video before.
Yeah.
And we want to try make it as in-depth, but try make it as quick as we can so you don't get bored at home.
Yep.
So we have notepads.
Facts.
Yeah, we have facts. We had to get the notepads because we ran 45 minutes into a video.
Yeah,
and there was just no information.
No,
it was way too long. So we decided we're trying to make it as concise, as good as we can for you at home because we're only 5 days away from the competition starting.
Pretty much, yeah.
So let's get into it. Even though this is the 4th Shaw Classic, is the first time they're going to be announcing the strongest man on earth. As well as that, we have the men's and women's open, we have some grip events, and we also have some arm wrestling matches for the first time. It's going to be a huge show. There's going to be an expo ad, there's going to be meet and greets, there's going to be all this kind of stuff, VIP packages, the whole lot. The actual competition itself is going to be in August 19th to 20th. It's going to be the Ranch Events Complex in Loveland, Colorado, like it has been before.
The same place like last year.
Same place as last year, yeah. The strongest man on earth itself takes place in the Budweiser Event Center, 6,800 seating capacity. It's going to be a huge area.
And it's sold out, right?
From what I see, I think it's sold out, yeah.
That's pretty good.
So it's very good for Brian.
Yeah.
There's a free Shaw Classic Expo, which will be happening in the next building beside it. It's a first come, first serve. Like I was saying, it's free, but the thing is, it's done by capacity. So if you're not there early, you're probably not going to get a ticket. So spilt milk, don't be crying about it.
Yeah.
The expo includes meet and greets. You're going to get to talk to famous celebrities from, say, the strength world itself. So you're going to have the likes of Brian Shaw, Juju Mufu is going to be there, Robert Oberst.
Eddie Hall, no?
Don't know about Eddie Hall.
Is he coming though?
From what I can see, it looks like he will be coming. So I think Oberst, Nick Best, Brian Shaw, and Eddie Hall are going to be there to try redo that strongest man in history show they had on Discovery.
Yeah.
So JF Caron will be there as well. JF Caron, first time he's going to be back probably at a strongman event since his injuries. So it's going to be good to see. Like I was saying, tickets are probably sold out, but if tickets are still available, you can get shawclassic.com. As well as that, then you can get the live stream. It's going to be available on adlpro.live. So if you want to keep up to date with everything Shaw Classic, the show itself starts on Saturday the 19th. However, on Friday the 18th, you're going to have the strongest man on earth panel and the guest panel announced, but it's only for the diamond ticket holders.
And the diamond ticket cost
$600. So a $600 ticket gives you VIP access like this on the very first day.
That's sold out as well.
That's sold out from what I can see. You're going to get front row seats. You're going to get backstage access. All this kind of stuff that's going on. So obviously a very good ticket for real strongman fans. The expo is going to be going from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They're going to have athletes every hour. Same thing again, like the likes of Brian Shaw. Gabriel Pena is going to be there on the first day. So it's going to be some good strongmen there.
Crazy how Brian is trying to get involved everyone pretty much, like previous, current world strongest man competitors. Expo. Yeah, it's like really trying to. I would really want to know what his real vision is like. Like it seems like at the moment he wants to include every single sort of
range,
known strength athlete, which is like pretty cool,
like another Arnold for all the world.
I think he's trying to do even better. Yeah. Then
on Saturday the 19th, which is going to be the first day of competing, we're going to have the Shaw Classic Open, which starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's Loveland, Colorado time. They're going to have an overhead medley and a wheelbarrow medley. That'll be finished by roughly 10 a.m. So in and out very quick. Then the strongest man on earth first day will start at 1 p.m. The 4 events that they have on the first day will be an overhead log medley, wheelbarrow arm over arm medley, a car leg press, and an atlas stone. Ends at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
On to Sunday, then we have the Shaw Classic Open again at 8 a.m. They'll be doing a car deadlift and then a super yoke. Ends at 10 a.m. The strongest man on earth again will start at 1 p.m. They're going to be doing a Max Hummer tire deadlift, standing chest press, the bag toss, the finger fingers, power stairs medley, and then you'll get your rewards. So they're the main events that are going on. Like I was saying, we're going to have the grip events. We're going to have the blob balls, as like Brian Shaw has been doing them. So JF Caron is going to be competing in the 2 days over that. You're going to have a thick handle dumbbell as well.
Challenge as well.
So the grip event is going to be there, and then you're going to have the 2 arm wrestling matches.
Yeah. Mine one with the right, and the other 2 guys.
Jaggers and Stone.
Yeah, I think they're going to do the left one.
Yeah.
I watched Brian's last YouTube video. And he actually officially sort of announced it as well, and that he's saying that's his first year of doing arm wrestling. and it hopes it will grow. And he got the new tables, which
They look very, very cool.
pretty cool, yeah. So and it's great that he invited me in his first arm wrestling competition.
You're going to show them all how it's done.
Yep.
We have the men's open and the women's open. We have the strongest man on earth. We have the grip athletes. We have the arm wrestling athletes. So now let's actually get into the panel for the strongest man on earth. We had 16 athletes on the lineup for competing for the strongest man on earth. However, we have some withdrawals. We have some big name withdrawals, but we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So the first on the list, we have Trey Mitchell, 2-time defending champion.
Yeah.
We then have Mitchell Hooper, current world strongest man. Alexei Novikov, Maxime Boudreau, Kevin Fairs, Ivor Schmauchlis, Evan Singleton, Bobby Thompson, Luke Stoltman, Tom Stoltman, Adam Bishop, Thomas Evans, Brian Shaw, and Gavin Bilton. And then the withdrawals that we had then were Pavlo Nakanichny, Mateusz Kielakowski, and Pavlo Kordiaka. However, I think Pavlo will still be travelling to the show.
Okay.
He'll be there for the weekend, but he just won't be
Which
competing.
one, Nakanichny or Kordiaka?
Kordiaka.
Mateusz, he's getting ready. I think he still doesn't feel that he's healthy for this one.
Yeah.
I think he's really getting ready for Rogue Invitationals.
They're the strongest man on earth competitors that will be competing over the weekend. So now let's get into the events they'll be competing in on Saturday and Sunday. So on Saturday, the first day, they're going to be competing in 4 events. So they're going to start with an overhead log medley. It's going to consist of 3 logs. The rules are heaviest log beats the lighter log.
Only 3 logs?
Only 3 logs. So from last year, I think it's very similar to what it was last year. So you had a 380 pound, 410 or 440 pound, which is 172 kilos, 185 kilos, or just under 200 kilo log. And I think Trey Mitchell was
the only one who got like 2 reps on it.
Yeah, so
Bobby Thompson was close, I think.
I think Bobby Thompson was close as well.
Yeah, close enough to get in that. But Trey, the only person who was able to get that.
I tried to see online what the story is with. 4 months ago, Brian announced the events. He didn't give the weights. He said it's probably very similar to what's going to be from 2022. And those are the weights from 2022. It did tax some of the athletes. So it did test them, which I think Brian was kind of happy enough that it wasn't massively heavy.
For heavier than that.
Yeah, like that's a very heavy event.
Especially if only one guy last year was able to finish them all.
Yeah.
So I think that the weights are pretty much perfect. I think this year more guys will finish this one, and if they can start repping 200 kilos for like 2 or 3 reps,
very good.
That's
very
really
strong.
Yeah, very strong. So probably Tom, he looks very good in log. Luke,
Bobby,
Trey, Hooper.
Yeah, Hooper.
Yeah, with his
technique.
So I think good few guys might get the last log and even get a couple of reps with it.
Then on to event 2 on the Saturday, we have the wheelbarrow on arm over arm. It's going to be similar to what it was in 2021. There's going to be some slight changes, I think, on the loading side of it. I remember before they had to load all the implements into the wheelbarrow and then run it down. I don't think it's going to be exactly the same, but there will be a loading implement from what he says.
There will be bags. I think I saw it in a video. So it's kind of the same, I think. Whatever he
there's going to be a slight change from what he's saying from 2021.
Okay.
So whatever
that's
a
slight change?
I don't know. So whatever it's going to be. The likes of Trey Mitchell is probably going to struggle on this like he did in 2021.
Yeah.
But he has 7 other events to try clear it up. So
catch up. To me, it's the most probably unpredictable event, like I said.
This is where you're going to lose points.
You can lose points, you can gain points. It's like it depends on the day, Like Trey Mitchell seems like he's training his grip a lot, but he was training his grip for the last 2 or 3 years, and probably the grip is the muscle. It takes a long time to sort of.
It's Achilles heel, really, isn't it?
Yeah, to get sort of better at it, and like if you look at Big Z, that was his only sort of weakness. Sometimes it worked for him, like in 2000, I think 10 World's Strongest Man, where everyone thought like in the finals there was these again like wheelbarrow carries, but the handles were pretty thin, and he actually got a pretty good time in that event. And so I think when it comes to grip, and
it all depends on the thickness of the handle, the knurling, if there's any knurling on the bar.
So especially for Trey Mitchell, because his grip is not his strongest.
It's unfortunate, but everybody has their one event. After that, then the third event, then we have the car leg press. Back again from 2022. Last year the weight was 841 kilos. Brian was saying he took some criticism on board from the few things I remember Trey Mitchell was giving out about last year. He was very unhappy.
He was really panicking when he was doing that.
So he was very unhappy with it. Brian said he's after making a slight few changes. It won't be anything drastically different, I don't think, but there will be some slight changes in there. I think probably more adjustability for athletes and stuff like that. I don't think the weight will probably change. I'd say the weight will probably stay the same because it was very heavy last year.
The weight is massive, 841 kilos. It's a crazy weight to leg press, and probably there won't be any major changes. And it seems like he prefers this event over the squat event, which is, again, if he thinks that's the best for the show.
After that, then we have the fourth and final event of the Saturday. And it's not the final event of the show like usual, but we have the Atlas Stones. So we have a 5-stone run like we were last year. I don't think he's going to change the weights from last year. He was happy enough with the weights last year because there's only 4 people finished it from last year. So last year the weights were 160 kilos, 170, 180, 190 and 205 kilo stone.
The guys will be tired as well after all day competing, and I think 205 being the last stone it's pretty big challenge as well.
On to Sunday then we have the final 4 events for the athletes. Starting off we'll have a max Hummer tire deadlift.
Yeah.
The record is currently set by Novikov at the moment from last year, 1,210 pounds or 548 kilos. Novikov again is going to be competing. But as well as that we're going to have the likes of Adam Bishop, another good deadlifter. So we might see the record broken again, you think?
When it comes to Novikov, we don't know.
Yeah, like we said before in other videos, like the injuries and slight things that he has, like he's after kind of losing his athleticism.
He didn't post a lot of videos, so it's very hard to know where he's at strength wise. And but he looks pretty big on his last Instagram photos. So hopefully he overcome all these issues when it comes to his joints, and he'll come in Ireland even at 90% and try to challenge for the title.
Yeah. After that, then we have a new event. So an event I think Brian is very, very happy to get out there, was a standing chest press. So basically, like it says, barbell bench press, but instead of lying on your back, you're standing up straight.
Yeah, it's kind of cool even gym equipment to have, and. Like I'm not a big fan of flat bench press, and but I wouldn't mind to have that kind of implement in my gym, and
massive piece of equipment.
Yeah, it seems more, I don't know, more natural thing to do, like
than lying on your back.
Yeah, just standing and pushing something away from you.
Yeah.
So and we saw the implement being made, like with the barrels rolling down, and
Nick Best was trying it out.
Nick Best was trying it out, correct? Yeah, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, the weight, dope. I don't really know. I seen that Brian 2 weeks ago on a Shaw Strength channel was repping 327 kilos, so like it's a lot of weight. Okay. Hopefully we don't get any injuries. Like it is a very small muscle that you're putting that weight on.
Yeah.
So hopefully, fingers crossed. But we will see some big weights, I imagine.
I think we will.
After that, then we have the third event of the day, which is the bag toss. Again, very similar. I think it's the exact same from last year. So you're probably talking a 5 meter or 15-foot bar, 5 implements, 6 implements, depending on
standard strongman event.
Yeah. The last event then we have a fingal fingers and power stairs medley. Very different to what we usually have, which is the Atlas Stones. But I think it's kind of a cool change. I don't know how many fingers or what the case is with the stairs. I'd probably imagine 3 fingers.
3 fingers,
3
probably,
steps.
Yeah. And no more.
You think 5?
5.
Yeah.
5 and probably 3 implements.
I was thinking maybe 3 fingers and then 3 steps, but 3 heavy steps. No.
I think 5 steps and just 3 implements. Probably 200, 225 and 250. It wouldn't surprise me. It's just to finish off the competition with a proper
burn you out.
Yeah,
just
proper.
Really just get sick.
Crazy event,
Power stairs.
Yeah. So,
fantastic.
Yeah, it will be fantastic. Not my favorite event.
No.
But I'll be there cheering for them.
Yeah. Into the main part of the video, which everyone looks forward to, is the predictions. So we're going to do a top 5 prediction. Now, this is probably going to change drastically after day 1, depending on how the events go. So I'm going to go in first place, I'm going to go Tom Stoltman. In second place, I'm going to go Trey Mitchell. Third place, Mitchell Hooper. I'll then go Evan Singleton, and then I'll go Alexei Novikov.
You don't have Brian shown in your top 5?
No, I think Brian is going to be too kind of focused on getting the show perfect. Yeah. Like there's so much stuff going on in the show. Like we even seen it in videos like beforehand. Like he was up to like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, like booking flights for people, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Him and his wife, they were having pizzas late in the night. Their sleep wasn't great. As well as that, he's going to have to train. And I think, what was he saying? It's $1 million show. I think with all the money they're pumping into it, as well as trying to organise everything else, I just think it's going to have an effect on him.
How dare you not to put Brian in top 5?
Brian, I'm sorry. He's still one of my favourites.
Okay, he can apologize.
In person.
In person. So, my top 5. I'll go with Tom winning the show because Tom looks in really good shape.
Very good shape to what he was.
He looks really fired up, and he wants to redeem himself after the world's strongest man. And he kind of already did in
Albert Hall.
In Albert Hall, finishing second, but very close second to Evan Singleton, and Hooper finished third, right? So I have Tom winning. Second place, I have to give it to Mitch Hooper. Third place, I have to go with Brian Shaw. Yeah, I'll give him third place. Fourth place, I have to go with Novikov. I have to give it to him. I don't know where his body at after all these treatments, but I think if he's in any sort of decent shape, he can really crack top 5. And fifth place, I have to give it to Evan Singleton.
So Trey is not going to be in your top 5.
I don't think that Trey is there when it comes to a show classic. I just unfortunately, like, the best I can give him is 6th place.
I think I'm going to have to make a note of this.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to tell Trey.
Yeah, well, Trey he's not going to be happy with my prediction, but look, I really hope that he will prove me wrong, and he can win the title 3 times in a row. Would be like, in my opinion, amazing. Yeah,
I think it kind of puts him straight away into a Shaw Classic.
I just really think there's so many guys who's coming in really good shape for this one, and it's going to be really hard for him to get back after the grip event. But most likely he will lose a lot of points in this one.
Hopefully we'll get a couple of collabs with some big names. My first time going to a big show, so I'm kind of happy to go. Other than that, let us know in the comment section down below if you're going to be going to the event. Hopefully, if you are going to the event, we might run into you there. If you're not going, make sure to join in the live stream. Let us know in the comment section down below who your top 5 is going to be. Let us know whatever you want to know. Let us know in the comment section down below. We'll try to get back to you before we travel there. It's going to be a long flight, so we'll have plenty of time to get back to you. But anyway, make sure to like the video, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you later, guys.